How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We have the AGL Nappa and Vegeta. We are taking down the Festival of Battles with these guys. And honestly, it's a little bit of a tricky one because, I mean, if you really want to utilize them for Festival, you're gonna have to run two of them. Otherwise, you're stuck with just Vegeta. So we are actually running a double Vegeta and Nappa lead for this Festival of Battles run. I'm honestly curious how this is going to turn out. A little bit nervous because the damage threshold. I mean, we have some big damage characters here on the team, but I mean, Nappa and Vegeta himself, I'm honestly curious how much we can get them to actually do here, because I feel like Vegeta is probably not going to do all that much, but Nappa, I think if we can set up the turn right, he could potentially be pretty dangerous in this final phase, especially because Vegito does do a lot of attacks, and it would be interesting to see if he can actually tank a Vegito super. So, you know, we'll see how that goes as we play through this. But for now, we will just see what we can do here. So let's start by transforming the fours here. Find out where that super is. Looks like it is in slot 2. So actually this is perfect. We can go ahead and get him. Hopefully get another EX super, get some more attacks. So I have talked about this before, right? I mean, the most ideal form of Vegeta and Nappa's team at the moment is basically Giant Ape Power. However, there we go. Okay, so we did get the X Super, right? So the strategy we basically went with was bring these guys so we can increase Vegeta and Nappa's attack throughout this fight. Now, basically, we're going to keep one rotation with the fours, more or less, through the end of this fight. And then we'll keep the other rotation with the... We got to set up our rotation so we have both Vegetas, both AGL Vegeta and Nappas on the same rotation so we can use the Nappa active skill, because you have to have a Saiyan Saga ally on on the rotation with you in order to use it. So, yeah. There we go. So we get those attacks in. Not bad. So the fours actually hit their EX supers pretty well often here. Majin Vegeta, though, we missed a lot of EX supers with him, and so I am curious. Like, we brought him here just for big damage at the end to help kind of solidify our final turns in the fight here. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Excellent. Okay. All right, not bad damage here. So, I mean, we've got Movie 8 Goku here pretty much down. I don't even know if I really need to... I don't know if I need to include this part of the fight anymore. I mean, we pretty much know how this goes. I mean, the only reason I include this part is because this is pretty much where I always transform the fours if I bring them. But otherwise, I don't really think we really need to include it in most of our videos. There we go. We get the counter, 100 mil there, times 3, by the way. And boom. All right, and then no EX super on him. Kind of expected that. We didn't really set him up for success with that active skill, but that's okay. So, all right, big goal here. Looking at the setup here, I think we're going to keep Majin Vegeta on. We're going to float. At this point, I think it's pretty safe to float Goma. He's been on rotation with Majin Vegeta the whole time, which is also probably why we haven't been able to get the EX Supers, because we missed a lot of 24 keys with him at this point. So, you know, that probably does play a factor in it. But, I mean, he's still raising attack defense. He still should be pretty good. There we go. So, we get the Giant Ape support and the Saiyan Saga support by getting the AGL and the Rainbow there. Nice. We are still tanking with our Vegeta. No EX Super, you see. I mean, even when we did get the 24 key, we're still missing it. And this has pretty much been par for the course the entire fight here. I've just been missing it every single time. But, I mean, it is what it is. The main goal here is to get the Vegeta and Nappa turn, so he's really just here for extra damage. There we go. All right. But I do like Vegeta's 100 150% build up in the turn, right? In a fight like this where we stack a lot, it actually ends up, right? If we actually proc all of our supers, like he ends up being like doing 100 mil by the end if we can actually get everything. But there we go. All right, so Goma's safe, so we still get to protect his defense. I think he's gotten hit once so far and through this whole thing, which is nice. So not really liking the setup here for the supers. So let's go ahead and let's use the Bulma items, right? So we can increase our offense. You guys know my deal. I always, and it's just because the Dokkan attack is a little too far out for my liking. And again, I really don't give a crap about using items here in Festival. My goal in Festival is to see big numbers go boom. And, you know, the Bulma attack items help with that, right? So let's go ahead and let's hit that. Hopefully we get another EX Super. We'll do that number. And unfortunately, no Saiyan Sokka support this turn. At least for, I mean, he's pretty much only supporting himself this by getting it, so it's fine. But we are targeting Daima Goku here. Hopefully, there we go, 190 mil on him. Very nice. So we are targeting Diamond Goku here just because since we do have a Fizz type, we can deal damage easily to him, but also because it does give us, it does give us the likelihood that we can take him down and Vegeta not have to tank that hit. Not that I mean, I think he could. If we procced all 5 supers with the friend here, I think we could tank the super, but better we don't risk it. There we go. We get 170 mil on our Super Saiyan for the Gogeta. Alright. Actually, are there any Daima Goku attacks in this slot? Are there any Daima Goku attacks in this slot? I can't tell. We might actually just be... We might be canceling his super altogether and Vegeta won't have to take it. Is that... Oh no, there it is. We broke it. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but we do get the counter on Glorio. That's nice. Remember, that's going to be triple damage on Glorios, which it would be nice. There we go. Boom. Nice. Good chunk of damage there on Glorio. Alright, so we're starting off with 24 million. Not linking the greatest with Gogeta, obviously, and no support. So hopefully, there we go, 55 mil. We get the crits, not quite taking him down yet, but 73 mil. This ought to do the trick. So actually not bad through the Daima phase. Took down Daima Goku, and now we gotta just pounce on Glorio here. So I think what I'm gonna do... This is tough. And it's only because we haven't been raising defense. I'm not going to put Daima... Yeah, I'm going to float Daima Goku off. This sucks. We're probably not going to get his EX Super, like, at all at this point. But it is what it is. There we go. Yeah, you see the big difference when we get his EX Super? 260 mil. That's nice. That's what we want to see. So, there we go. We get that. And not quite taking down Glorio, but I think by the end of this rotation, we should have Glorio down, and we move straight in to the Gogeta phase. Very nice. All right, 45 mil. So this Vegeta is the one that hopefully we're going to use our Nappa with. That is the goal here. There we go. We get 112 mil. Nice. There we go. One more. Oh, he might actually get 130 mil. Nice, Vegeta. Excellent. Okay, so he takes down Glorio, and that drives us into the Gogeta phase. Let's see here. We have to make sure we kill here. That's the big thing. We have to make sure we kill here, because I want to set up the Vegito turn versus him. So let's go into Goku here. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Okay, so we actually reset the turn here. We're gonna pop Goma first, actually, before we move those orbs around for Goku. This one just gets rid of the super for us. Not that I think anyone on this rotation really has to worry about it, but I mean, we'll be able to do some good damage here because it also, remember, right, for using the giant form, it gives one extra turn of boost to Goma. So what we'll do is we have enough damage reduction that we can safely put him in slot 1 still. And he's also built up enough defense that he should be able to tank the normals here. That's the other thing. So he should be able to tank the normals, and we'll put him in slot 1 and watch him just go to town. Hopefully, I mean, we usually run this guy with Vegeta and Trunks because it helps him a lot defensively and offensively. I don't think I've ever run him with just the 4s and no Vegeta and Trunks, so it will be curious actually to see how he handles the damage here. But I mean, obviously, doing our best to get rid of things like this super are ideal. Excellent. We get another super. All right, we are done with that giant form. And let's see. Yeah, honestly, I think we should be okay putting him in slot 1. There's a lot of attacks there, which means we will expire whatever damage reduction we have left, unless we get really lucky with the dodges. But defensively, he should be okay here to handle these normals. So, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's see. Yeah, let's grab that. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we grab because, I mean, we're going to swap into Goku here and get that extra, change the orbs anyways. So let's, yeah, we got a full field change here. It'd be cool if we brought the standby, one of the spear bombs, but is what it is. Okay, there we go. Very nice. All right, let's grab that 19 and then send off the Gogeta. So let's see, can we handle? Yep. So we're not dodging. We dodged that one. Very nice. So we are taking 725 million. God dang, I forgot how insane this dude is. Oh, is he actually going to solo? He actually might. No, okay, no, he doesn't get the 3rd. Okay, I was going to say he actually might solo. I forgot how insane Goma is. Jesus. 397 mil. Very nice. That's what we like to see. Let's see here. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so pretty sure... Okay, we do have to kill Hero, right? Otherwise, we risk burning one of our Nappa turns, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world if we do it on the Vegeta, but I don't want to lose the Vegeta stacks that we've gotten. That's the kind of the problem, because both of our Vegetas are built up. There we go. We get another super 318 mil. So if this doesn't kill, although, I mean, yeah, even if this doesn't kill, his Gogeta should be able to handle it. But it does. Okay, excellent. All right, so we got the setup. Nice. Okay, so we made it through to the final phase here. This is perfect. Okay, not defensively looking a little choppy here for Vegeta, but of course, I mean, it's not going to matter because we're going to be popping the Nappa active, right? So it's not really that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and let's do Goku's active. Let's shift those orbs. Now, unfortunately, by doing this, we are giving up. There we go. Nice. Okay, by doing this, we are giving up our AGL spheres for Vegeta. Oh yeah, we're definitely giving them up. Although looking at that drop, we should have grabbed the int ones, but is what it is. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we got the buff for Vegeta. So we've got his support. We've got his 1200% attack up. Unfortunately, no orbs, no AGL and rainbow orbs, so no extra support buff on his end. But we still have his standard support. So let's go ahead and burn our second Bulma item here. I don't think we need the second one. I think we're still within the turn. Yeah, we are. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and chop suey it up. Alrighty. Okay, gotta love that OST, man. It's so good. Okay. Alright, so okay, we're taking those hits nicely. Remember, 10 hits is what it takes for us to get fully built up with Nappa. And these items don't add any extra other than attack. Ooh. I mean, that's still not bad, though. 600k from a Vegito Super, that's not that bad. There we go. Oh. Okay, but now we're below the 78%, which means now we have that extra damage structure. So, do we tank? We do. Okay, so nice. He actually helped us out, all right? By living that super, we proc the extra damage reduction. So we're going to let this just ride through, just so we deal a little extra, little less damage here. And we can let Nappa and Vegeta do most of the work on this turn. You know, I had this one took so long because I kept having turns where either my Int Goku or this guy ends up doing too much work in this phase, and Vegeta and Nappa, we don't get to see them. So I kind of make sure to neuter him a little bit here. Perfect. Look at all that buildup we're getting on the Nappa. So kicking off with 53 million, and remember, 150% every attack we do. 70 on the second. Perfect. He's like a little mini Daima Vegeta. I love it. Okay, and we still get the build up even if we do a normal, by the way. There we go. 105 mil. Nice. Okay, you want to give us one more here? Oh, but it's a normal. Oh, so sad. Would have been nice to see that last one, but still 105. I think what did we hit? 130 earlier? That's still pretty good. All right, Nappa's turn. 300 mil. I love it. Good job, Nappa. Nice. Okay, 350 mil. Oh, yeah, you gotta love that. Oh, that is so beautiful. Nice. And then here goes the third Vegito Super, which we will tank because, again, we are above that threshold, or below that threshold, rather. Nice. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure between the active skill here on Daima Goku and Int Goku, since we've already got him fully built up, right? I'm pretty sure between the two here, we should be able to kill. This is less than 200 mil, I think, HP, right? Because what has he got? He's got 1.5 mil HP, something like that. It's been a minute since I've calculated his HP, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. So, or no, it's 2 billion HP. That's what it is, not mil. 2 billion HP. So yeah, I mean, we should be able to, with Goku doing 300 on his 12 key, I think we should be okay. Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. So yeah, it looks like I was right. He was less than, he was probably less than 300 mil here. Yep. And one more. And there it goes. Boom. Goku wraps it up for us. Alrighty, folks. There ya have it. There is the AGL Vegeta and Nappa versus the Festival of Battles. This is one I really wanted to do, just specifically testing the double Vegeta and Nappa lead, because I wanted to see if I could get him to tank Vegito Super, and him taking 600k honestly is pretty good. Remember, I think we only get an added 20% or 25% defense, I think, from one of the Bulma items, so it's not even that bad. You know, it's basically either an extra turn of stacking, or, I mean, basically a, 40% support. So, I mean, he could have tanked without that item. basically is what I'm saying here. So very, very impressive, very fun run. It's a shame that our EX Super guys, you know, you couldn't really see it in this video, but leading up to this, they really crapped the bucket. They missed so many EX Supers. We probably could have had Nappa and Vegeta much higher if they had actually procced them, if they had procced them more often. But it is what it is. We still had a good run, and I can't wait to test this team out in this again. Once we have Raditz and Nappa Easy A's in game with the team, because I think it'll be really nice. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what other events would you like us to take down with the Vegeta and Nappa? I'm trying to figure something different for the Grand Tour for these guys. I'll let you guys know. It's going to be a little later, unfortunately, due to that. But I think it'll be worth the wait if we do this right. So let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.